Welcome. I'm glad you're here. I want you to know that I'm here because I care for you as a fellow parent, and I care for your children because I know that the youth of today hold our future in their hands. For this workshop, I recommend that you have some materials to write with so that you can take notes. So if you need to pause for a minute and go grab some, feel free to do so. And to start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Danielle Bradshaw, and I am a student at BYU Idaho studying applied health. I'm also a mother of 8. My children range from age 16 to 2. My journey with Talk Against Weed started back in 2020 when my oldest was 14 years old. He, on multiple occasions, was offered marijuana from friends and even family members. And eventually, he chose to smoke weed. We, his parents, had no idea. We had taught him that we were against the use of drugs for recreational purposes. And so we didn't really think that it was something that he would do. Some people might wonder, how we could not know that our child was smoking marijuana. And the truth is sometimes you just don't know. But here you can see a list of some of the symptoms of marijuana use. They include red and bloodshot eyes, mood swings, laziness and tiredness, paranoia or anxiousness, or hunger, or the munchies, and smelling like pot, which, if you don't know, is kind of like a skunk-like and plant-like smell. I do admit I am a slightly naive person. However, I don't know of any growing teenager that isn't moody or tired or hungry all the time. So to my defense, that's why I didn't know, because he just seemed like a normal teenager to me. But luckily for me and my husband, a concerned friend of our son's confided in their parent, who then told us about our son's use, and we were able to step in sooner rather than later. So now that you've heard a little of my story, I want you to take a minute and pause this video. And I want you to write down your why. Why are you here today? Why are you listening to this workshop? And what do you hope to get out of it? And my hope is that I'll be able to answer some of your questions. There is a video you can find on YouTube titled Parenting Matters Minute, Marijuana Use in Teens with Dr. Chelsea Newman. It's from a series of videos produced by the Bradley Hospital in Rhode Island. I highly recommend that you find these videos. I've added a link to this one I am referencing down in the comments. Before we discuss what Dr. Newman taught, I want to share some statistics with you. 1 in 8 of our children ages 12 to 17 will use marijuana for the first time every year. And 1 in 6 of those children will become addicted. So what can we do as parents to prevent our children from becoming the one in those statistics? In the video from Bradley Hospital, Dr. Newman gave 5 suggestions. Her suggestions are: talk to your teen, set clear expectations, set clear and consistent consequences, Monitor their friends and activities, and maintain open communication. Now I want you to think about the answer to this question. What is my personal stance on marijuana use and why? Your personal opinion will make a big difference in your children's choices. Studies show that children are 50% less likely to use marijuana if they know that their parents or caregivers disapprove. I want you to pause the video and write the question, what is my personal stance on marijuana use and why? And the answer in your notes. If you are unsure about your personal stance, I encourage you to do some research with your child and come up with a decision together. Next, I'm going to show you a video of a conversation that I had with my 12-year-old son. Hi, Mom. Hey, Dal. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit. You probably already know, I think I've told you, but I just wanted to have a conversation about marijuana. Do you know what that is?
Kind of.
Kind of. What do you think marijuana is?
Isn't it's like a drug that can be prescribed, and don't you smoke it or something?
Yes, usually you smoke it. It can be prescribed, but a lot of people just use it for
Bad things.
their own. Well, they use it because they like the way it makes them feel, or it kind of makes them numb.
So that
and helps them step away from real life, maybe. But yes, it is a drug, and like any other drug, if you use it too much or in the wrong way, it can do more harm to your body than good. So I just wanted to let you know that I personally think that using marijuana is not a good thing. There are people that use it for medical reasons, but that's under a doctor's supervision. Has anyone at school ever offered you marijuana or talked about it? If and when someone does, I hope that you will just politely decline and say, no, thanks, I'm not interested. And then I hope that you'll come and talk to me and let me know that it happened. Or if you see other people exchanging it, I just think it's important that I know when that is maybe present in your life. But just know that I would highly recommend that you don't ever use marijuana, because I think it can have a lot of harm. So that's just all I wanted to talk to you about. Do you have any questions? Okay, that's it. I love you.
Love you too.
Notice in the video that our conversation was simple. I stated my feelings. I asked questions. I gave clear expectations. And I also listened to what he had to say. As Dr. Newman said, it is important to make sure to keep an open line of communication. You want to make sure that your child knows you are speaking to them out of love. Try not to show anger or resentment, which can be hard, especially when your child is doing something you know they shouldn't. It's important that you listen to your child and their thoughts. When a child feels heard, they are more inclined to listen. Try not to make your child feel like they're a bad person. Don't pass judgment on them or their peers for making poor choices. And remember that you are having a conversation, not giving a lecture. Talking with your teen plays an important role in the choices that they make. However, no one can guarantee that they're always going to make the right choice. That's why it's important to talk to your teen often. The more you talk, the better chance you have of catching problems at the start. For your convenience, I've added a list of resources at the end of this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this workshop was helpful. Now go start a conversation. Good luck.